Hey everyone, Con Goldman here, and today I have a different kind of video yet again. And it's a video I didn't really expect to be making today. So, to summarize, today Glitch has announced that the final episode of the Amazing Digital Circus will be released on theaters early across the US, South America, Canada, and Japan. And today I just wanted to go through my thoughts on this. Before I begin with my thoughts, which some of them can be quite negative, I first want to say real quick the positives in this, because there definitely are. Before I begin, I just want to say I'm very happy for Glitch. Having a show released in theaters is a huge step for them, and I can't believe I'm saying this now. Like, the show has grown so much. And Glitch itself as well has grown so much as well. So yeah, before I begin with my thoughts, I real quick wanted to say that Glitch has genuinely grown so much and I'm so happy for them. But now to my thoughts. I feel this is quite of a bad decision from Glitch. Especially because this is the final episode. And yes, I do get it. This is probably the biggest episode Glitch has ever made. It's gonna be over an hour long, which is like insane. Wow. But still, I can't help but feel this is quite of a bad decision. The first reason is just this is going to be released 15 days earlier compared to the YouTube premiere, which goes against their own policy of releasing things on YouTube first. Like, when they made the Netflix deal, they said, oh, we will always release the episodes first on YouTube. This goes against that. And I get also, theaters want everything early because that's how they operate. That's just how they are. But still, this is the finale. And having to avoid spoilers is going to be a near impossible task, which for me is saddening. I don't want to be spoiled of stuff, especially if it is the final episode. If I'm gonna be honest, TADC is the last Glitch show I am truly interested in. The rest just aren't really for me. Which, by the way, my opinion on these shows doesn't mean you can absolutely be into them. But yeah, it just saddens me because I'm gonna get spoiled of stuff. The second reason is this is going to be in the US, South America, Japan, and Canada only. But to their credit, at least they're encouraging others to email their local cinemas across the world so it can be premiered in other countries as well. So, to their credit, that's very good from them to at least say that that's possible. So it doesn't, count out the possibility of it being shown in the Netherlands, in the UK, in Europe, in Australia, all of those countries. But still, I know there's definitely going to be, for sure, a chunk of people who are going to miss out on this. Having to miss out on this because you live in Europe or an obscure country is a huge pain for not only them but for me too. Europe always hasn't been represented well by Glitch. That's just simply due to the fact the US has a way bigger audience compared to Europe. Obviously it makes sense in the long run, but still, as a European fan, it just feels so unfair seeing Glitch go to these cons in the US, go to Level Up, go to MomoCon. I have no idea how these cons are called in the US. I don't live there, but still, it's quite unfair, I would say. The third reason is this will ruin the entirety of Episode 8 hype. I just saw a tweet, for example, and that said, as a TADC fan, you have 4 options after June 4th. Stay offline for 2 weeks to avoid spoilers. Stay online and get spoilers for 2 weeks straight. Watch the finale but keep your mouth closed for 2 weeks. Or watch the finale and spoil it for everyone else. And I agree to him. None of these are good. None of these are good. And this will ruin the entirety of the episode's hype. Yeah, sure, going into June 4th, there's definitely going to be somewhat hype. But still, after June 4th, and between June 4th and June 19th, the episode hype will be dead. Because why be excited of something if you already know what's going to happen? And that saddens me, because I don't want to know what's going to happen. That's why I get excited of stuff. I will give it to them. I get why they're doing this. Obviously, Glitch wants to grow themselves as a brand. They want to grow their revenue. They want to grow as a company, which is completely... I can get that from a company standpoint. And also Fetus. That's just how they always worked. They always want things early. Otherwise, they won't show it. But still, having now simply people getting spoiled of everything is, in my opinion, just a bad move. And in my opinion, it shouldn't have been done this way. But yeah, I hope it's going to get released to more countries and to more people. But we have to wait and see on that. And if you're going already, I'm very excited for you. Don't get me wrong, I'm very excited for you. But still, I can't help but feel this goes against their own policy. And in my opinion, because it's the finale episode, it should have been done differently. But yeah, that's my opinion. Anyway, I hope you all listened to my slight rants about this. If you guys enjoyed, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yeah, see you guys later. Goodbye.